Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to JR Makeup Chat. And the topic for today, Makeup Chat, is about tips on buying cosmetic products. So, firstly, we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Rizani, and I have here my colleague Jay. We both run JR Stage Private Limited, and under JR Stage, we have JR Makeup Class, and we have JR Makeup Store, which is an online online store selling cosmetic products, selling makeup tools and products. So the two of us run this business, and in addition to that, we are also professional makeup artists. So for this makeup chat, it's about bi-weekly sessions that we have, and it will cover topics around cosmetics and applications of makeup. So for today's session, Jay will be sharing with you tips about buying cosmetics, and maybe for the first, just hold on, let me just check. So for the first topic for today, we are going to discuss about when you buy cosmetics, what to look out for. We run makeup classes, and a lot of times we have people asking us, they don't have cosmetics at all, they don't know what to buy, where to start, what are the basic needs that they can start with. Because if you're talking about cosmetics, just one face alone, there's so much things to buy. But Jay can share with you more about what are the basic first that you need to cover. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Maybe Jay can start. Yeah.
Okay, the first tip as a makeup artist, right, or at least as a female shopper for makeup. Okay, I mean makeup can be for guys and girls and all that. But the most important thing is do your best not to rush into buying any cosmetic products. So I guess for most of the ladies, once we go into a nice shop, you know, the fancy packaging, you know, the glitter, the lights and the mirrors. So the first thing that we want to do is to start, you know, spending and swiping our credit cards. But for cosmetics, I would say, wait, be patient about it. Don't rush into it. First thing is do your research. Rather than go into a store and decide on the spot what to buy, right? Think of what is the product that you need. Do you need a foundation? Do you need a lipstick? Do you need an eyeliner? What exactly do you need? Then you do some research online, see what are the new products that's happening in the market. You know, is there any interesting stuff? Let's say, for example, if you buy eyelashes. So now there is a lot of types of eyelashes. There is a bigger range. Last time it's just a normal, you know, glue-on eyelashes. Now there's magnetic, there's clip-on, there's all sorts. So do your own research online. Ask your friends what do they think is good. So at least you have a sense of what is within your budget, what is the right brand that you might want to test out, or let's say each celebrity has a specific color that they use in a show that you want to test out. So do some research online. That's the first thing. Second thing, I would say, wait for sale. Makeup, there is always sale. Sephora, there's sale. Watsons, there's sale. Guardian, there's sale. So most of the cosmetic brands have sales throughout the year. So for example, Sephora, there's definitely a Black Friday sale. And if you have friends that, you know, have the membership, you know, just tap on their resource and make sure you get the good discount. Because sometimes it's 20, it can be 50%, and there's promotion going on. So make your money worth, buy makeup with value, go for the discounts and promotions if possible. But of course, if it's a new launch and you can't wait to try it, then okay, go ahead. But that's, you know, after you do your research, you realize that that's something that you really want to try, like desperately, like now. If not, just be patient and wait for the right time to buy the product that you want. Then I would say the next tip that I will have is that you know what exactly do you need. For example, and know your skin and know what kind of look you are going for. So for example, if you are shopping for foundation, when you do your research online or you go into the stores, right, there are so many different types. So before you even choose your foundation, understand your own skin. So do you have oily skin? Do you have a very dry skin? Do you have more mature skin, younger skin? Because like for example, foundation, if you have very oily skin, I would say stay away from BB creams and, you know, very creamy, you know, glossy, you know, like, you know, for Koreans, they like to have the glossy look. But if you have oily face, stay away from it. So understand your own skin to see what is suitable. So just a quick general background for foundation. If you have oily skin, skip BB creams or anything that says glossy or too overly moisturizing. So that's one thing. Then if you have very dry skin, you might want to stay away from matte kind of foundation. So that's one way. Then even for let's say the look that you are trying to go for. So if you want a very strong, more powerful look, when you choose eyeliners, mascaras, you can go for jet black. So usually there's a color range for, I'm just saying eyeliner, right? So there is the jet black, there is the grayish black, then there is dark brown and all that. So understand what kind of look you are going for. If you want a very strong look, go for all the way to the end. Usually it's 00 or 01, the jet black kind of color, strong eyeliner. But if you want a very soft, day-to-day look, you might not want to go for the jet black, which is always available. I would say more or less 100% available in the stores. Go for something more neutral like brown, medium brown. Don't go too light brown. I think medium brown is a good one for a natural look. So understand the look that you're aiming for, okay? So, and I would say when you shop for cosmetic products, right, also choose something that is comfortable within your budget, yeah. Because foundation, the price range can be very big. Some is like $80 per stick or per bottle. Some can be ranging, let's say if you go to the drugstore, it's a lot cheaper, like $20, $30, which is more affordable. So you can choose the different price range that you want. So that's the general three, four tips that I would say when you step into a store, or let's say the first consideration that you can have when you want to buy some makeup. Any other tips to share on your side?
I think, usually what I will do, right, if I want to try something new, I will also Google for reviews. Especially if you're talking about like different skin tone, skin texture, different kind of climate give us different kind of skin conditions. Some people will have normal skin, oily skin, dry skin. So when you want to buy cosmetics, it's also good if you can try and do some research. These days is so much easier because we have internet and there's so many blogs and reviews out there by online channels that you can go through. And some people like maybe those olive skin tone, darker skin tone, they are not too sure which kind of range, because not all foundation ranges, not all foundation brands carry a lot of colors. So do your research and then see what others who have tried before you have to say about those colors that they have tried before. Sephora, if you buy things from Sephora, there's a lot of people who write reviews. I'm one of them, so usually when I buy products from Sephora, I will just write reviews and then to share with people what I think about the products. So do check out those information. And then there are those, I know there are websites that says about give you a rough idea about your foundation colors. So if, for example, you have used a MAC foundation and this is the color, but now you want to try some other brands. These foundation websites, right, you try to Google, if not later on I can share through the link. They actually give you a rough idea about the color code of, based on like MAC, maybe NC20, and then the equivalent of that color in other foundation brands. So these are very useful information that you can go through.
Yeah, but if you're talking about other things other tips on makeup, right? As a consumer, and let's say because we teach makeup, right, I would say for beginners especially, don't rush into buying too many makeup. So one very important tip that I always share, or let's say we always share during our class, is buy things that you will definitely use, or buy items that have multiple uses. So for example, I have a eyebrow powder over here. So this is from Kate. You can get it from Watson's. It's less than $20. So of course, wait for the Watson's sale, or your Watson card is so good, So like this kind is actually a eyebrow powder. So let me just open it up. So you can see that there is three colors over here. So this is for the eyebrow, but it can also work perfectly as eyeshadow. So rather than buying one product just for eyebrow or just for eyeshadow, this comes with dual use. You can, because it's powder form, right? There is a lighter tone all the way to a darker tone. You can contour your eye using this, then you can shape your eyebrow using this. So it's perfect, and it comes with a small brush. I mean, I'm not promoting this product per se, but I'm just saying there are products with multiple uses, and we should try to
Yeah.
make use of this kind of products, because you want to make sure when you buy something, you finish using it. You don't want to buy and
Yes.
use halfway. And all products have shelf life. If you see over here, let me see whether I can. This one doesn't show. But most products, let me see if I have anything else that's near me that I can show there is a shelf life. Nope, this one doesn't show. Okay, it's maybe this one shows. This is a Makeup Forever. Let me see whether it shows anywhere. 1 second. This one also doesn't show. Okay, this one doesn't show. Or you can buy items that are smaller sizes, so like this kind of small sizes, so you can finish it up before it expires. So some items that have dual use. One was the eyebrow powder that I mentioned that can double up as an eyeshadow. Other things are like, let's say, lipstick. Instead of buying a very sheer color, right? Because sheer color lipstick only allows you to have one color. That means if it's light pink, it's light pink, sheer light pink. But if you want a lipstick color that can give you a range of colors, you can buy a darker lip shade. So for example, you buy stronger pink or a red lipstick. Then if you put it full on your lips, it's bright red, right? But if you tap it on, it's maybe slightly lighter, a slightly lighter pink. And you can adjust it accordingly. So you get a range of colors rather than just one specific color for your lips. So that is like equivalent to you buying 3 or 4 lipsticks. Okay, so like if you have a red lipstick, you put a very sheer, you just tap on the color, so it's a light pink color, right? Then you put on gloss, then it's like a glossy lipstick already. So that's another look altogether. So rather than buying 3 different lipsticks, you can use one and adjust it along the way. We actually have an Instagram post on this, so you can see how we actually demonstrate using one lipstick that will give you 3 different lip color and lip look. So you can actually consider looking at that. I think Razani later on we can share it on our link, then you guys can check it out. Okay.
And and if you want more tips, right? Actually, the makeup class that we always organize. I mean, this is not 100% promoting makeup class, but I'm just sharing with you. Most makeup classes only teach you how to apply makeup products on your face. But in our makeup class, we usually try to minimize the usage of products when applying makeup. So like Jay shared just now, eyebrow powder, you can use it for as an eyeshadow. And my personal favorite is actually I like to use my shading and contouring highlighting powder palette as my eyeshadow also. These days, I think Cut Cosmetics or a few other brands, they have those very small palettes that's affordable, like $30 in Sephora. So you can consider purchasing them instead of having so many different products. And one thing about sale, yes, when you go for any sales of cosmetics, let's say the year-end sales or really those like slashed by 50% or so, don't be in a rush to buy everything that you see because you feel that, hey, this is worth it, because it's like 50% or more. The reason being, sometimes sales, I'm not saying all sales are like that, but when there are sales happening, it could also mean that they are clearing stocks. Clearing stocks meaning that, all these products have got shelf life. Some of them, even though they are unopened, their shelf life is 3 years. So they could be approaching that shelf life. But so if you are buy in small quantity, the kind that you will use and 6 months later you can discard. So I think that is safe enough. Like 6 months to 1 year, you have to discard them away because you don't really know. Cosmetics like Etude has got expiry date at the back, so that's very helpful. But for the rest of them, if it's unopened, nobody says when it's the expiry date. So just be careful when you buy products.
Yeah, so just to reiterate what Razani has mentioned, so this is one of the Bobbi Brown powders. So if you want to check how long this product can last, so you can, at least have a gauge of how long you can, continue using the product and see whether you should buy it, because if it's too short, you might not be able to finish it. You can see at the back of most makeup products, right, you can see this little bottle over here. I know it's not very sharp over here, but there should be, most of products will have something like that. And over here, this means that the number of months that you can keep after you open the product. So this is a very good, gauge for you to see how long you can keep it or how long you should be using it. Okay, so do as much as possible not to exceed, the time frame that is indicated here. So for example, this is actually pretty good because it's 24 months and it's powder form, and you see powder form items usually you can last a bit longer. Okay, those cream items, it's definitely shorter time shelf life. So you have to take note when you buy lipstick, mascara, usually it's only 6 months. So don't buy like, let's say 5 or 10 mascaras at one shot. Although they will say buy 2 get 1 free and all that, you're not going to finish using it. It's going to be a waste of money in the end. Okay, so when you buy things, just make sure that you use it and you don't.
But if they have special offer on brushes, that one you can stock up. Because there's no expiry date for brushes, and brushes, good brushes, and if it's on sale, it's worth it to buy. Curlers, brushes, those applicators that has got no expiry date is a
So a good brush, if you buy it properly, like those, I would say certain brushes that I bought was like from Makeup Forever, then even Sigma. All these brushes are very good and it can last easily 5 years if you keep it well, you wash it well, you dry it well. Yeah. So buy products that can last. Like even for colors, I use the Shu Uemura color. So the only thing you need to do is to just change the rubber for the curling cushion. Then you can use it for a very long time. So buy things that has long time shelf life, can last long, then you can make your money go a long way. So at least, as consumers, we want you to get the best out of every dollar that you spend. Yeah.
All right. I think another part that I also want to discuss is about buying from online sellers. Not all online sellers are not reliable. Some are genuine online sellers. Do you have anything that you want to share on this?
Okay. So one thing about online sellers, right? So if you are not comfortable, don't buy. That's the first rule. If you are doubting them, then don't buy. So one very easy way to see whether it might be legit. I mean, this is not 100% foolproof, but one way to check is to see whether there is similar kind of products. If let's say, for example, it can be let's say Laneige kind of sleeping mask that's selling everywhere, right? So first thing, see whether the product is exactly the same, looks exactly the same from the official store online, to make sure that at least it's the correct product. The next thing is to see where the person is procuring this item. So some people do parallel import, or some people buy bought from overseas and they ship it to Singapore. So it can still be legit, but do check with the person if you're uncomfortable. Where is it purchased from? Where is the source? If you are still not comfortable, look at the ingredient listing to make sure that it's legit. Because sometimes if you talk about imports that might not be correct, right? The ingredient list might be different. The place of manufacture might be different from the actual product that you usually buy from the official store. And also be a bit wary if you see too good a discount. So, I mean, usually we buy from different online sellers if they have certain deals. Deals are fine, and I think it's good for us consumers. But if it's overly or excessively, the price difference is too big, that might be a red flag that you want to take note of. Yeah, these are some.
Actually, before I became a makeup artist, I think more than 10 years ago, I was actually also conned into buying these kind of things. I was in KL, and then they spread out a table at one of the commercial buildings there, and then they were selling MAC cosmetics at very, very cheap price. So I just buy in bulk. Then after that, then I realized that, what have I done?
Yeah.
You just for a moment, you just don't know. And then later on, once I became a makeup artist, I was engaged by NYX Cosmetics, right, to become their product trainer. So we found out that in Singapore, there are people already selling NYX Cosmetics at that time. So we were discussing where these people get the products from. So at that time, NYX Cosmetics was trying to find the source, because from them, from the US itself, they did not export any products into Singapore at that time. So when they were like doing a research, doing investigations where these products come from, they couldn't even establish where these resellers, unauthorized distributors or unauthorized resellers in Singapore get their products from. And then I think a few years ago, I also saw online about questionable manufacturing plants where they make in bulk MAC Cosmetics, NYX, those Rimmel, Chanel, some other high-end brands, but in a very unhygienic conditions. And the packaging is all the same. So I think besides just checking or feeling comfortable with the sellers, you must also see whether they are a registered business. If they are a registered business, anything happen, at least you are there's some security there, because these people are running a legit business in the first place. But if they are not, okay, if they are unauthorized resellers, unauthorized distributors, and they are not even a registered business in Singapore, then I think that's a red flag already.
Yeah, but in any case, just do your research online. Same thing, if you see a new store that's coming out online, just do research. There will be people who will also check out all these items. So just use the online community to help you to assess whether this is the best purchase that you are going to have. Of course, I mean, there are a lot of good deals online, so do check it out, and don't miss out on the opportunity also. Just make sure that, because our face is very important, and you want to make sure that whatever we apply, it's safe, and it will not affect, let's say, if you have sensitive skin and all that. So protection is still pretty much more important than, let's say, too good a deal. So just be a bit wary, but do check out all the good deals that is happening. Especially now, there is so many online sale. There's going to be 11/11 coming. There's 10/10. There's all sorts of promotion going on. So do join your friends. Come out with a good buddy system, so you guys can get those bulk purchase and bulk discounts. That would be perfect.
Yeah. So I think we can wrap up for the makeup chat here. Yeah. Okay. So we will come back again for the makeup chat next time. If you have anything about cosmetics that you want to listen about, share your comments on this page, and we will consider that for the topic for the next time. And once we confirm the topics for the next session, it'll be like about 2 weeks time. Same timing, same day. We will blast it out on our JR Makeup Class Facebook page, and do stay tuned. In addition, we are also having online makeup classes. So we are finishing with the beauty makeup class this 2 more weeks. I think next week is the last week. We are going to have the eye makeup class before we stop the beauty eye makeup class, and then we proceed with Halloween, because this is actually Halloween month. And November onwards, we will resume again the eye makeup class. So for more information, check out our website jrmakeupclass.com.sg, and we also have nice stuff at jrmakeupstore.com, especially our magnetic eyelashes. I'm not sure if Jay is wearing it today. Yeah. So you see the magnetic eyelashes that we have. It range from the basic one to the more glam, more drama kind. So feel free to browse through, and
there's free shipping. There's free shipping for all.
And free shipping for all within Singapore. For overseas buyers, if you are interested, we can also ship to you, but do let us know where is your location, and we can work things out. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend, and we see you again next time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.